Are you a teacher that needs to show multiple clips from movies or TV shows to your students? Having a stack of DVDs and sitting through the FBI warning, then navigating through the menus to find the right chapter, then fast forwarding to the exact part you want to show, can get really annoying really quickly, especially if you have a lot of things to show. Wouldn't it be easier if you could somehow just have the parts that you want to show available in a convenient way? Well, there is, and it's called ripping. Basically, you are pulling just the content you need off the DVDs and converting it into separate video files that you can then play from a computer. Now, you may have heard that it's illegal to rip a DVD. Well, if you rip a DVD in order to sell a copy of it or to give it to friends, then yes, it is illegal. However, if you are just ripping the content to be used for educational purposes, it is permitted by the U.S. Copyright Office. Just keep in mind that since the process of ripping balances on a fine line between legal and illegal, it can be hard to find help online if you run into problems. I will go over some of the technical information in this presentation, but you may want to find someone that has experience ripping DVDs to give you a hand. Since it is still illegal in most circumstances to rip a DVD, the TV and movie studios have done all they can to protect the media contained on the disc. This is something called copy protection, or encryption. Basically, it's like adding a secret code to a DVD to prevent people from copying. DVD players have a special computer chip inside them that unscrambles the media and allows the video to play on a TV. In order to rip a DVD, not only do you have to copy the media from the DVD to the computer, but you also have to unscramble the media as well. This is called decryption. Luckily, some computer software makers have come up with ways to decrypt most DVDs, and they've teamed up with some software that rips DVDs, so now you can decrypt and rip all in one application. This app is called Handbrake. Now, there are probably other applications that can also do this as well, but I'm going to focus on Handbrake since it is the most popular, available on both Mac and Windows, and it's free. To download it, just go to handbrake.fr. Once you open Handbrake and insert a DVD that you want to rip into the computer, Handbrake will give you a pop-up message saying that it cannot remove the copy protection from the DVD unless you install something called libdvdcss.pkg. This is the software for decrypting the DVD that I talked about earlier. You just have to click the button that gets the software and Handbrake will install it for you. At first glance, the Handbrake software looks confusing, but really you just have to deal with a couple of options. I'm only going to go over the basics of Handbrake. If you want to learn more, you can go to the help section of the Handbrake application, or check out a great tutorial that Macworld did. The link is in the comments section of this YouTube video. If you still want to find out even more, remember, Google is your friend. Back to Handbrake. Just click the source button and choose the DVD and wait while it scans the DVD. If you just want a particular part of the DVD, just choose the chapter or chapters that you want to rip. These chapter numbers generally coincide with the chapter numbers you see when you're playing the DVD on a DVD player. Once you have chosen the chapter or chapters that you want, you now have to choose which format the file should be saved as. Luckily, Handbrake has made this very easy. They offer presets that allow you to select a device that the clip will be played on. For instance, an iPhone or an Apple TV. If you are just going to play these clips from a computer, or you're just not sure, select Universal or Normal and it should be fine. The last thing to do is choose a destination. This is where Handbrake saves the file on your computer. You can even name the file something that makes a little more sense. With the source, chapter, preset, and destination all chosen, you are ready to rip. Just click the Start button and wait. The process of ripping can take a while, especially if you've chosen several chapters or the entire DVD. Handbrake gives you an estimated time, but it's just an estimate. Once the rip is done, it pops up a funny message and you can now open and play the file on your computer. Since Handbrake only rips entire chapters, you may have ended up with a lot more footage than you wanted. If you're using QuickTime on a Mac, there's an easy way to trim the footage so you just get the parts you want. Go to the Edit menu and select Trim. In the video window, you will see a timeline at the bottom of your clip. Just drag the yellow markers at the beginning and end of this timeline to encompass the part that you want to keep, and click Trim. When you close the window, QuickTime prompts you to save this new trimmed version. Just give it a name and choose where it should be saved, then click Save. Now you can delete the earlier untrimmed video file if you want. Once you have ripped all the different clips you want to use for your class, you can easily save them to a flash drive. Now you don't have to lug around all those DVDs to your class. You just need to bring your flash drive. Now what if we decided to take this one step further and post those video clips online so you don't even need to carry around that flash drive? They would all be available all the time from anywhere. Sounds easy enough, right? Just post them to YouTube. Well, unfortunately, YouTube does a really good job of preventing copyrighted material on their site. But you're a teacher, and you are using this for education purposes, and the U.S. Copyright Office even said you can use clips of videos without any legal issues. Well, the problem is YouTube doesn't know you're a teacher and using them only for educational purposes, so they will not permit the files on their site. If you do try to post copywritten material on YouTube, they have a Content ID matching algorithm that is constantly scanning uploaded videos and looking to match them to known copywritten material. If a match is found, YouTube will give you either a takedown notice or a message that a Content ID match has been found. These messages will show up in your video manager. Now, just because the video has been tagged with a copyright match, it may remain live. The copyright holder actually has the option of letting the video stay live and monetizing it, which means they place ads and make money from your video. Or they can simply track the video and see how many views it gets. If the copyright holder simply wants to take down your video, it will be blocked and your YouTube account will be penalized. After 3 penalties, your account will be completely suspended for 6 months. YouTube offers a lot of information about their Content ID process on their website, but basically, you shouldn't try to post copyrighted material on YouTube. So how can you provide copyrighted video clips to your students to watch outside of class? This is where your school can come in to help. Many schools offer a specific web portal for their students called an LMS, or Learning Management System. You have probably heard of the more popular ones like Blackboard, Moodle, or Desire to Learn, also known as D2L. Since the law states that you can show copyrighted material for purely educational purposes, you can use video features in these LMS systems to provide the video clips to your students outside of class. Since these portals require students to log in using their student IDs, they offer a great authentication method to make sure that any copyright material that you post is not available to the general public. You can also use this system as a way to have the clips available to you at any time. No need for the flash drive. Since these LMS systems vary greatly in their features, it is best to contact your school's LMS administrator to find out exactly how you can upload videos. Well, I hope I've been able to help you lighten your load as a teacher. With just a little work and a little more time, you can make all of your video clips accessible in a very convenient way.